I have done that so many times in the past where I start to film and then I forget to turn the mic on. So now I get paranoid that I forget to turn the mic on. And I'm pretty sure I already checked 3 times, but it's okay because it's on. Hey y'all, my name is Ashley and today I'm going to tell you what I did this summer while I put on a full face of makeup. So if you're interested in what I did this summer or you want to see how I got this absolutely stunning look, then keep on watching. All right. I'm really excited to sit here and like film and do a full face of makeup because it has been 3 months since I have filmed or uploaded anything to YouTube. And in fact, the day that you're going to see this get ready with me, it has been exactly 3 months because the last video I uploaded was on May 24th and this is going up on August 24th. I think it's kind of funny how it worked out that way. But I'm going to sit here and I'm going to put on my makeup and I'm going to tell you what I did this summer because I tell you what I didn't do. I did not film, upload, or do any put any type of content on Instagram, YouTube, and a lot of the times I didn't even really post on Twitter. I kind of just spent my summer relaxing and doing more. But I'm going to tell you all about my summer while I put my makeup on. So I'm going to start off with, oh my gosh, what a surprise. I'm going to be priming my eyes with Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas Eye Base. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use the shade White, and I'm going to kind of do that for my lid. And then I'm going to use the shade Fair to kind of blend that up into my brow bone because I'm not going to really be putting any shadow on my brow bone, but I do like to prime it all. So that is why I'm going to do that. And the last few times I've done that, I've really liked how my makeup turned out. So that's what I'm going to stick with. So I'm gonna start from the beginning. My kids got out at the end of May, and as I'm filming this, they're still out. My kids start school actually on the 28th. So, you know, they had a really nice long summer. In June, it was actually my birthday, and so for my birthday, I got tickets to go see Fall Out Boy. Now, I'm a big fan of emo and alternative music, and Fall Out Boy, oh crap, I put that in the wrong spot. What am I doing? Fall Out Boy is like one of those bands that I never saw live, and I never really thought I was going to see live, and then their new album came out, I think in May. Did they come out in May or March? No, their album came out in March. It was so much for Stardust, and it was such a bomb album. I mean, it still is. It really reminded me of, what is that album? It's the blue one. It had This Ain't a Scene on there. It's the album after From Under a Cork Tree, that album. It reminded me a lot of that music, which is like the era of Fall Out Boy I really loved. I loved their first 2 albums and their like EP that came out way before their albums. So the fact that I love that album so much is like, man, I really want to go see them on tour. And so we did. I got to see them at the Woodlands Pavilion. And when I go to the Woodlands Pavilion, I really like sitting in like the lawn section. I don't want to be up like really close to the stage. Like I want to be able to just kind of relax and see the concert. And in Texas, like during the summertime, like you're almost guaranteed really nice weather. It really doesn't start to rain a lot until September, and it rains a lot in like April and May. So, and of course it didn't rain out, but I got to see them. I think it was like the 27th or the 28th of June. So, and of course it was like a really good concert. Like concerts to me are just, that is what I like to go do. I don't want to go to a bar and just sit there and get fucked up all night. A good time to me is going to a good concert. And I'm a big fan of going to rock concerts. I mean, have I seen a pop concert? I have gone to a pop concert. I did go see Khalid at the rodeo last year, and that was okay. It was all right. I definitely prefer something a little harder. So I've seen all different types of like rock artists perform, from My Chemical Romance last year, which was amazing. My Chemical Romance is my favorite band. I've seen 9 Inch Nails. I've seen Rob Zombie. Actually, the day I'm filming this is the anniversary of me seeing Rob Zombie. I saw Rob Zombie in 2016. Man, that was such a good concert. It was, Korn opened up for them, and then it was Rob Zombie. It was so great. I've seen Dashboard Confessional. I've seen Coheed and Cambria. I've seen Jimmy Eats World. Who else have I seen? Nine Inch Nails. I said Nine Inch Nails, yeah. Nine Inch Nails is another band I really, really love. I saw them like at a music festival in December, and my God, was it cold. But anyway, this is not a video about me going on about the different rock bands I've seen in concert. I'm supposed to be telling you about what I did this summer. So, I saw Fall Out Boy. I also, for my birthday, quit smoking. I have smoked cigarettes for almost 11 years. Nasty, nasty habit. And I've always really, like the last year, I've really wanted to quit. Kids really made me want to quit, but it is not an easy habit to kick. And when it came to quitting smoking, every single time I've tried to quit, I've tried to do it cold turkey. See, even when I pry my eyes this way, like I could just leave the house now. Like it makes me look put together. Like it really cancels out all of that darkness that I have going on. I don't know why my eyelids are so dark, but I hate it. That's why you'll always see me use an eye primer that has some type of color to it. I won't use something like Urban Decay's Primer Potion. It doesn't really do anything for me because I want to cancel out the color of my eyelids. So, which is why I love the Gerard Cosmetics ones. I love the white one because it makes those colors pop, and I am going to play with a bold palette today. And then, of course, like I like the skin tone color one. The palette I'm going to play with today is like that started off as a spooky noise, but it was just someone with a small playing with their riding their motorcycle. I say riding their motorcycle, speeding their motorcycle through the neighborhood. Like really, really. So I love this palette. In fact, tomorrow's video is going to be about my summer favorites. Spoiler alert, this is in there. But I absolutely love this palette for summertime. Like, come on, like. It's a summer palette. But anyway, so every time I've tried to quit smoking, I've done it cold turkey. And guess what? It's fucking hard, okay? And obviously it was never successful, okay? Because the way I was able to quit this time was the gum. Which I don't know why I didn't try that in the first place. Like, I don't understand, like, how that came to be. And I know the gum's working because I went down from like, when you start the gum, it's like on 4 milligrams a day, depending on how much you smoke. And I was almost a pack a day smoker. I never smoked a full pack a day, but I got pretty close to it by the end of the day. And I'm going to start with this really bright matte green. This is the shade Green Vine Snake right here. It's so pretty. So I started off with like the larger gum. And now I'm all the way down to like the smallest level, which is 2 milligrams of nicotine per piece of gum. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm filming this at night. It's 9:30 p.m. and I've only had one piece today. Like, I am so proud of myself. And my quit date was my birthday. It was June 23rd. I had my last cigarette at like 7 p.m. that night, and I haven't had one since. And I've been proud of myself over my life, but this is probably the proudest thing I've done for myself this year, is that I quit smoking. And of course, like I quit smoking and so did my husband. Sarah does not smoke. Keegan does. Oh, did. He doesn't smoke anymore. But man, was that like, it was hard. I'm not gonna lie, it was hard, but the gum made it so much easier. So another, like this is, I mean, to me, this is a really exciting moment, okay? So last April is when we bought the house that I'm in right now. This is our first house that we bought. And so at the beginning of the summer, we had our closets remodeled. And that is really exciting to me because the fact that I have like custom built-ins for my closet, it just brings me joy. So that was like a big part at the beginning of our summer. And because we had the custom closets done, it kind of like flipped this switch in my brain to make me realize, I was like, holy shit, we own this house. We're not renting this house. And so after the closets and, I got put all of my stuff away, kind of organized it, could see all my things, all my purses and shoes were on display, and it just looked so pretty in my closet. It kind of lit a fire in my ass to kind of go through the entirety of the house, where I reorganized everything the way that it's kind of like, not Pinterest perfect, but where it kind of just suits us. And I mean, that is a project that I'm still kind of working on, but I've almost completed it, where I've gone through every room in the house, every closet, every drawer. Every nook and cranny of this house has been gone through and organized and decluttered, and I love it. So that was like another thing I did this summer. Not only like the remodel of the closets, but just going through the house and kind of getting rid of things that I was just hoarding when it came down to like my own personal things. And then when it came down to kids' things, like I was refusing to get rid of baby toys. My kids are not babies anymore, and it was just time to like let go of things. So this like purge of the house, it just kind of like lifted, like, I don't know. It just, I love it. Like I went through the house and now everything's nice and clean. Everything's been gone through and everything's kind of also ready for fall. And I'm telling you, I cannot wait to start decorating for fall. I am holding out, and I'm holding on by like a thin hair strand, okay? Like that strand's about to pop, and I'm about to light a fucking candle from Bath and Body Works that smells like leaves, okay? I'm ready for fall. Even though I'm doing this nice, beautiful, bold, well, it might be bold, I haven't gotten that far yet. Even though I'm doing this bold summer look right now, and I love it. But I really, really want to play with some oranges. Okay, so I got this really nice, pretty green on the outer corner. I think for my inner corner, I'm going to go ahead and use the shade Toucan. And that's this really nice, bright yellow matte. And I'm going to go ahead and put that in my inner corner and kind of bring it all up into my crease right now. So I was going to do something intricate, and I'm just not in the mood. I'll do something intricate for tomorrow's video, for sure. But just kind of like patting that down, kind of bringing it to the inner corner, but not quite touching the other shade. So with quitting smoking, it's also like I'm still the same person, but before kids, I used to work out a lot. I was in shape. I had a six-pack. You know, I ate really well, and I've always stayed pretty thin after kids, but I didn't work out as often. Like I somehow was able to keep my athletic fit body, but somehow I wasn't working out. I don't know how that happened. I have a fast metabolism. I guess I just got really, really lucky. But because I quit smoking, it kind of also put me in the mood to start being healthier. So I reactivated the membership to our gym, and I started going back to yoga classes. And I missed my yoga class tonight. I skipped it, and I feel guilty. Okay, I'm looking forward to this Sunday, which is the next class that I'm going to go to. I'm looking forward to my soul class. I am so excited. I can't remember if Sunday's a heated class or not. I don't remember. But like, I've been doing soul, heated soul, flow, heated flow. Like I have been really enjoying my yoga classes. And if you're not familiar with yoga, soul is like a slower class. And then a heated soul is a slow class, but like the room is heated to like 95 degrees. And then you got flow, which is going to be like a cardio yoga class. So it's like this. I mean, sometimes in that class, I'm not going to lie, I'm like, she'll show us, and then it goes in my head, and then it comes out, and it's gone. And I'll just kind of stand there and look like a fucking idiot, and then accept that, you know what, I may not know what the fuck I'm doing, but I'm here, and I'm trying, and I'm pushing through. That's what I tell myself while I stand there looking like a fucking idiot. But I'll do that, and then I've also been doing heated flow, which, holy shit, I have never sweat so much in my entire fucking life. But man, after those classes, I feel so good. It's like quitting smoking has like changed my perspective, and it's like I'm becoming a healthier version of myself, and I am loving it. So I've got the yellow, got the green. I think what I'm going to do is add a nice bit of shimmer. I want to play with two different shimmers in this palette. I'm going to be using the Wildlife Wonderland, which is going to be this bright green here, and then the Green Mountain, which is going to be the dark green here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the lighter green first and tap it towards the yellow, just on my eyelid, bringing it up to my crease. Ooh, yeah. And then I'm going to take the shade Green Mountain and blend it between the light green and then the matte green I have going on in the outer corner. So, oh gosh, yes. This is why I love Nomad Cosmetics. Just no game plan on what I want to do, but the look just always comes out so beautiful, easy to play with. And it's just, I'm done. So easy. I'm going to take a little bit of that lighter green though and kind of press it into that yellow a little bit more. Whew, just like that. So I'm doing the yoga at the gym, and then I'm going to actually start this week lifting weights again. And when I lift weights, I'm not talking about like, oh, I'm going to be like fucking ripped. No, I'm not doing that, okay? If that's your thing, that's your thing. I don't want to be that ripped, even though I was pretty muscular in the past. I just want to be toned. So I want, like, you know, I shouldn't be probably doing that because I'm sure people are like offended because they're like, well, you ain't got much there. You know what? I want to be toned and fit. I want my legs to be toned. I want my arms to be toned. I want my bum to be toned. And I want to have abs again. So those are my goals. So I'm going to start lifting weights again. So one thing that I've never been really good at, and I'm not going to start today, is drawing eyeliner on camera. Okay. And I definitely feel like this look needs a little bit of a wing. So I'm going to just pop off camera real quick, and I'm going to add some liner, a little bit of mascara. I don't know if I'm going to do lashes or not. I have to see how things go. But I'm going to do that stuff off camera. I'm probably also going to apply my foundation off camera because foundation is boring, okay? So I will see you in just like that. So I know I said I was going to come back with foundation on. I just wanted to show you something really quickly because I feel like, because even though I wasn't like making content, I was watching other people's content. I was seeing what products people were talking about. And I've only ever seen one person talk about this, and that was Tati Westbrook. And like Tati made me buy it. Okay, so I'll start there. But this is from OleHenriksen. And I am going to talk more about this in my summer favorites video, but I kind of want to show you it. And this is the OleHenriksen's Banana Bright Vitamin CC Stick. And the shade I got is Banana. And I don't know how they're coming off on camera, but I have like permanent dark circles under my eyes. So I'm going to show you like on this eye. All right. Fall a little bit there. All right. And then I'm going to take a brush. Like you can use a finger or a brush, but since I already have eyeshadow since I already have eyeshadow on my eyes and I have nails, I'm just going to use a brush real quick. But I'm just going to pat it in. Look at the difference. Like it is like, dude, this is like the best product ever. It fucking works, okay? Like it brightens under my eyes. Now I'm going to put concealer on top of this. I'm being honest, 'cause I'm doing like a full face. But on its own, it's great. It's also a great concealer primer. But anyway, I'll be back. Okay. I think while I do the rest of my face, I think I might need like a little some. I want to add a little something to my eyes. So I'm going to actually pull out this little quad from Blend Buddy Cosmetics. It's the multi-chrome quad. I think it's called Trove. But I'm going to dip into the shade Cove, which is like this greeny yellow one. And I'm just going to put a little bit on my finger and just kind of put it in the middle. Like that. And I'm going to tie it like both of the shimmers I already put on. Ooh, yes. It just kind of like adds a little bit more to my eyes. And you know what's funny? It's like I'm doing this get ready with me like at 9:30 at night. I ain't going nowhere. I'm like filming this and then I'm gonna get in the shower and I'm gonna wipe it all off. But you know what? I feel good and I like the way this looks. Maybe, I don't know. But I most likely am not gonna go anywhere. I wanna do the rest of my eyes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the shade Toucan and I'm going to go ahead and bring it probably all the way underneath my eyes and kind of like put a little bit more on in the inner corner. Kind of just like sweeping it. But another thing I started this summer is another, like a little hobby. So I don't know why, but all of a sudden in July, I had like this urge. And I think the urge started with like, because I'm just ready for fall. But the urge was to plant pumpkins. So I started gardening. I started actually, more specifically, I started container gardening. And I actually am in the process of filming a vlog about it. So you won't see that like within the next 2 weeks because it's like the beginning of me gardening, and then kind of like I want to show you like my pumpkins and how I'm doing it and all that stuff. It's more than a week-long process of filming because, you know, I want to show the progress of the pumpkins. And but yeah, I started container gardening pumpkins and Brussels sprouts. I don't know if those are doing so good. And carrots. You know, most people were like, I'm going to plant flowers. And I'm like, I'm going to grow my Thanksgiving dinner. Now, I don't know if I'm going to eat these. I just want to see if I can do it. And so that's what I'm doing. I am growing pumpkins, Brussels sprouts, and carrots. So, you know. And if I eat them, I'll let you know how it goes. What's really funny is I'm like putting this yellow on, right? I love the color green. And it's obvious at this point, right? And I've always like really hated the color yellow, but the last few months, the color yellow is like I'm starting to like it. Which is so funny because I used to just I've always hated the color yellow. Like as a kid, I hated the color yellow, and then all of a sudden, I'm starting to like that color. I mean, I like it on my eyes. It's looking good. I'm going to take a deeper green. I'm going to take the shade Glass Wings. It's like this really dark green in the palette. And I'm going to use it for just this part of my under eye. I don't know what it's called. I'm just going to point to everything. You know, I also like learned when it comes to making content, I was so anal before. Like with how I talked, how I presented myself, and like, you know, I would not put videos up because I was scared I looked stupid. And now I'm like at the point, I'm like, okay, I don't know what this part of my eye is called. Here you go, that's what I'm doing. Like, I don't know why I was trying to come off as, I don't know what I was doing. But now I'm just gonna like, just go with the fucking flow. Look at that. Look how nice that looks. Now I kind of want to go somewhere, but it's not happening. You know what's funny is it's Friday, but I don't want to go anywhere. I gotta get up early. I gotta go Home Depot in the morning. I got shit to do. So in my last vlog, y'all saw that my house kind of was like falling apart because my daughter flooded the toilet. Well, we took that situation and kind of turned it into lemonade because now I'm in the process of like redesigning my laundry room. Which I didn't think that would be somewhere where I would start in my house. It's like, ooh, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna paint this, do that. You know, most people will like take on like their kitchen or their living room, like a space that's used really often. And the laundry room is used very often. But man, I am very excited on how my laundry room is gonna turn out. And I think I'm gonna like film that process too. If you're interested in the process of my laundry room and like redesigning it, painting it, changing it, comment down below and let me know. I think to finish off the eyes, I'm actually not going to add any lashes because I really kind of like how this looks with just my natural lashes and a bit of mascara. I'm telling you, this Can't Stop, Won't Stop mascara from Give is absolutely amazing because I feel like with this mascara, it does add that length and I don't need falsies because if I was going to put falsies on with this look, it would be like the wispies from Ardell or like the natural ones I like. I think they're like the 421 Nakeds. Let me see. Yeah. This is what I would put on with this. Like I might as well just go with the flow and use my natural lashes because it looks good. To top off this look, I'm going to use an Ofra Spark Lights topper in the shade Glisten. And I'm just going to pop it in the inner corner just to add like a pop of sparkle. I like this one because it's just like a translucent base and just adds just like a dusting of sparkle, or you can like make it like an in your face of sparkle. But I'm going with the dusting of sparkle look today. So just patting it on my inner corner. So something else that took me, no, it's not really took me by surprise, but something else over the summer that kind of just like happened with like my makeup process as I started using sponges again. I haven't used sponges in like years. Like I've always just like, I used a sponge when it was like a big fad. I would say it was a fad in like 2016, 2017 when everyone's like, I'm gonna use a beauty blender. I went back to a brush because the way that I could get my foundation on with a brush, it just looks so much better. But then I also got into using a sponge after I applied my foundation with a brush to kind of like even everything out. And then now I also really enjoy using a blush to apply my cream. I like to use a sponge to apply my cream blush, which is what I'm going to do. I'm actually using the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin in the shade Prima Donna. Fucking love. I love this. I love this one. And then the other shade I have is the shade Golden Hour. I love them both. I don't know what it is about them. That formula is amazing. You either love it or you hate it. There's no in between. So I'm just going to put a little bit just right here. But applying it with the sponge just gives it a nice like wash. And then if I want to, I can build it up by applying more of the sponge. Like you can just, using the sponge just makes it like blend into my foundation so nicely. But I mean, I think that's like, when it comes to my summer, that's really about it. And that's like the summer, that's just me. You know, obviously, like I have kids and I have a family, and I know I didn't really share much of that, but that's because, you know, my kids did all the kid stuff. They went to summer camps, you know, they did different themed ones, opposed to just going to like the same thing all summer, and they really enjoyed it. My son went to Minecraft camp, and he learned so much about Minecraft. I mean, I know absolutely nothing about Minecraft. I'm impressed by just the things that he could do beforehand, and then when he came back from Minecraft camp, which is just like a day camp, he went, you know, every day from like 9 to 5 for a week. I was beyond impressed on the things that he could do with that. My daughter did dance camp and piano camp, and like my son who did Minecraft camp, he also did art camp. He really loves to draw, and he's like really good at it for his age. So it was definitely like feeding him to go to art camp. But they also did, all of them went to swim camp, and they, you know, really improved on their like swimming skills, because we do have a pool and that's really important to us. Little Ethan did not do as many camps as Emmett and Harper, just because he's 4. There's not as much for him to go do that's not just like a basic daycare. And I'd rather have him home with me than just going to a basic daycare when it's not a themed camp like Harper and Emmett got to do. So hopefully next summer he gets to enjoy the same things they did, because he will be 5. You know what? Since I don't have lashes on, I think I'm gonna do something really simple for my lips. And since like this summer, I did a lot of no makeup, you know? And one of my favorite things that I did for my lips is I took like this Fenty Beauty matchstick in the shade Strawberry Pop. It's one of those like color adaptive products, like, which everyone's like going crazy for. It's so funny. I think what the reason I was drawn to this is because just the packaging, to be honest. But I love this product for my lips. I don't know what it is as a lip product, but it just kind of like, I love it as a lip shade for just a simple makeup look. And then I think I'm going to add a nice gloss on top. I'm going to use the Fenty Gloss Bomb Heat in the shade Hot Cherry. Oh yeah, that color definitely is what this look needed. Yeah, I definitely can't like talk and put lip products on at the same time. I have not mastered that skill, and I'm pretty sure that's a skill that I won't be able to master anyway. I feel like I'm missing something on my face. Okay, I realized what I was missing was mascara on my bottom lashes, along with a little bit of eyeliner in my waterline. So I just did that off camera real quick because, you know, I'm just like pulling my face in all different directions, and you don't need to see the entirety of my eyeball. So I guess the last thing I need to add is a little bit of highlighter and some setting spray. And I did remember a few other things that I did do this summer, and that was, I did get to go, I mean, it's not that exciting, but like my mom came to visit me, and then I visited my mom. She lives in San Antonio. It's only like a 2-hour drive, but it was really nice just to be able to spend a couple days over there, and she spent a couple days over here, and it was just like the back and forth was just really nice. So for highlighter, I'm going to be using the Ofra highlighter in the shade Sugar Cookie, and honestly that's because it is the only one within my arm's distance. But it's got a nice little champagne gold feel to it. But let's do that. And then if you watched my vlog that I put up in May, you saw that my dog Bella, she got diagnosed with cancer, and that she actually had to have one of her front legs amputated. She's doing great, and I figured I probably should update y'all on that. We're obviously very used to Bella hopping around now on 3 legs, but she's doing great. She went through all of her chemo treatments and she graduated from chemo. So she is back to herself. She goes up and down stairs, which is not a task I thought she could do. I am so impressed by my dog running up and down stairs with 3 legs, and she hasn't fallen down the stairs yet. She has had a few falls, just like hopping along. She did have one that kind of scared us a little bit because she had some bruising on her belly. But besides that, she's doing great. She is like back to her normal eating habits and back to her habits of barking at anything that passes our front door. So it's just nice to have our Bella back to normal, I should say. Or I shouldn't say back to normal because, you know, her leg didn't grow back, but back to our new normal, but with her behaviors being back to who she is. So this is the finished look. I feel a lot glowier than I intended to, but I really like it. Now, if you enjoyed this Get Ready With Me, go ahead and like and subscribe. Let me know what y'all did this summer. But until next time, bye y'all. And if I would say green, and honestly, would that really surprise? You know what I am? I'm going to play with the greens and yellows today.